There we go. What's going on, Shedheads? Little dangle clocks there at the beginning. Pressed too many buttons at the same time, and it just kind of freaked out. But hey, we're back. It's Friday night, and I'm back with my boy Sean. Of course, Chris is out there in chat, but he's out there, like I said, taking a little vacay, taking a little, rest and relaxation. Getting out of town for a little bit. So he is out there in chat. So if you guys want to say hey to Chris, say what up to him out there in chat. But he will be back with us next Friday, guys. Don't you worry about that. But with that being said, Sean and I are going to be holding it down with hopefully a couple of you guys from chat, because tonight is a Shedhead session. So that means you got to send us an email, to thegreenroom.shedtime@gmail.com. It's in the description of this video if you guys did not know. And you can click that, send us an email, or not click it, but type that in, send us an email, title Shedhead session, send a link over, and you can join us on the panel tonight for a little fun and games. So with that being said, I did see that there's a couple people already that have sent in some links. So while I'm getting some links ready, Sean, why don't you tell me what you're vaping on?
Shit, yeah, sorry, I'm over here scrambling because I forgot one very important thing, and that was to get the chat up, because, sometimes, things happen and you get distracted. So, I'm sure I'm lagging like crazy right now because my computer's trying to do 107 things and it can't fucking handle any of it. So yeah, let's see, how bad am I? Like, I'm lagging on my end. I don't know if I'm lagging to anybody out there.
Just a slight bit.
Yeah, I thought so. Bear with me here. Let me see if I can get some things to chill the fuck out real quick. And then maybe I won't lag so bad. Getting a little better. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, glad to hear it, Chris.
All right.
Chris says he's having a blast, so good to hear it, man. Enjoy yourself.
All right, so I'm as good as I'm gonna get right now, but just the Dreamer 1.5 and RDA2 combo. Yeah, even my camera's freaking out and can't handle shit. With some Duchess, Bloody Fudge. I went back to that for a little bit and I've been enjoying it. And got myself a little beer ski on the side. That's
what kind of beer ski you got?
This is called Wedding Vows While Standing in a Shallow Grave.
All right.
It's by a local brewery here in Plymouth called Indie Firm. It's a little IPA action because your boy digs the IPAs. But yeah, it's this was actually the beer that the owner of the company brewed specifically for his wedding.
Nice.
And so, yeah, it's a little double dry hopped with lots of Galaxy and Nelson Sauvin hops. Hazy, juicy, smooth, and not too bitter. And I'll agree. It's a nice New England style. Yeah, not too bad. And as you guys can see, for all you fans of a good-looking beer, I mean that's a gorgeous hue of amber, and she does taste delicious. But yeah, that's it for me. Over to you.
Hell yeah! And with that, I will say, for those that have sent in emails so far, links have gone out. So with that being said, I actually got a little bit of a buffet going tonight, Sean. Because not only do I have one, not only do I have two, but I have three things going right now. Been a while since that's happened over here on my side of the desk. But I'll start off with what you guys see in the cloud check. Still rocking the RCM Mando with the legal or Zoo 1 RDA. I'm not exactly sure. I think this has changed names and also manufacturers, but still a banger RDA. I'm still calling it the legal. It rips. Inside's got some Drip Theory triple 26s, and of course, I don't know where my bottle went, but this has mango in it. I know that for a fact. I just have to figure out where the hell my bottle went. That's kind of making me panic because that's my last bottle of mango, and it's got to be around here somewhere. So we'll find that hopefully. But next setup I've got the Death Wish Cathyla box with the Goon LP on top of that. I don't know what color chop top this is. I thought it was a color changing one, but it doesn't change color. So maybe it was a color changing one and then it just stayed blue. I don't know. Either way, I really like the color on it. Kind of gives it a little pop of color on top of this. On side of this, we're still rocking some of that FDH Sully's Cherry Lime Ricky on the inside. Good stuff, and really enjoying that. And I set this thing up because I haven't vaped it in a while. I looked over at my desk and I was like, you know what, man? It's a Shedhead session. Um, Got to bust out Shed Time. Aspen Modco Monarch with
Yes,
a RDA for
sir.
Vape and V2 on that. Tombstone Chop Top on top. Breeze Tones Triple 26s inside of this with one of my all-time favorite liquids, that Blast Off, or now just renamed Blast, from OMPH, aka the Fountain, or whoever's making this stuff now. Still the same delicious e-liquid that I love. Tastes like almost like a Baja Blast Mountain Dew. Not exactly, but pretty damn close. And let me tell you what, out of this RDA2 on Shed Time right now, dude, with these triple 26s from Breeze Tones, I'm gonna get a fresh drip and rip on this thing because it's delightful. It's just too damn good, man. That clicky button though, can you guys hear it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it. So with that, you know what? Since you guys are here, might as well ask you guys what you're vaping on before we get into the next segment of the show. Steve-O, since you hopped in first, what you got on the desk, man? What's in front of you?
What's up? What's up? I got a few things rocking. I just wicked this up for the evening and the weekend. I got my Asgard,
Ooh.
yeah, my red Asgard mini on that white and red Snowcat Mods Denali.
Dude,
Little matchy
I really
match
like that
action
white
with
and red Denali, dude.
the battery and the drip tip. Got a set of pendulum coils SSFCs in there. Loaded it up with some Georgie, courtesy of a fun little giveaway a few weeks ago from our man Will. And yeah, I'm loving these staggered staples, man.
Hell yeah, dude. That setup looks sick.
They're just yeah, I love this thing. Probably my hardest hitting mech that I own. And those coils are straight flavor. And it wouldn't be a lineup without a squonk. I got that broken Addy with the polished Altum cap, Mum's plug. Got my Crunchberry shake on the inside of there, and there's a Pendulum Coils cherry bomb inside of that one with all that crackle.
Gotta have that crackle, dude.
Dude, yeah. And then Haku Vena on a Cyclone Mod Skivo.
Good choice.
Hell yeah. And with a liquid that we're getting ready to drop, hopefully any day now. It's like an Arnold Palmer and Sumo oranges with like Sumo oranges and like a couple different like Japanese oranges mixed into an Arnold Palmer blend. So yeah, and I've been loving this. It's like a beautiful summertime frickin' vape.
Hell yeah, dude.
Got a special Fralien in there that Jared made me a few months back. So yeah, that's everything right there.
All right. Well, Kaz, then what do you got in front of you, man? What are you vaping on, brother?
In front of me right now, I have the 38 Special from BMM, Burrow Mod, with the new unknown RBA. It's called the Glitch, with some. I also have some Jared Thompson coils in there. I have a 2.7 millimeter Burrow coil in here. And the juice I'm vaping on is the new Grim Green collab, the Crunchberry cereal topped with fried ice cream.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Solid. Well, with all that being said there, fellas, I don't know if there's going to be anybody else joining us. I haven't seen any other emails or any messages elsewhere, so it may just be the four of us just hanging out, dude, which I'm totally cool with. You know what I mean? So with that being said, there's only one thing to do before we get into the rest of tonight's episode and all the fun stuff. It's time to talk to Sean and find out what's new in the shed.
Bro, if you guys don't know, if you haven't checked it out, please, 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 if you're a fan of the Green Room, check out the Shed Time podcast. You can head over to Shed Time Studios here on YouTube. You can watch past episodes from like months back, or listen to it because it's available on all the podcasting platforms. But it's like this, just more unfiltered, more uncut. It's cool. In this coming episode, we get talking about some computer stuff because obviously doing what we do, we use computers to make this shit happen, and get a little talking about that every once in a while. But it also dives us into a weird conversation about confusing people with the same name. So like, for an example, my name is Sean, and I sometimes get stuck in conversations with other Seans. What happens when you're in an email thread with 3 people named Sean? It shit gets confusing. And that leads us to whole things like nicknames. You remember getting nicknames when you were a kid? Some people call you something like Sparky, Charlie, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like weird shit like that. We all had them, and we kind of reminisce a little bit about these weird nicknames that we got from family members. And I'll tell you what, it brought me back a bit because there's still some that like have been hitting me ever since this episode where I'm like, oh shit, yeah, and like this person used to call me that. So there's all of that. We also talk about 90s car models and doing routine maintenance on not just your vehicles, but so many other things in your life. So much more. All of it on Shed Time Podcast, and you can find it on every podcasting platform. And you can hit the merch store, the Patreon, and all that at shedtimepodcast.com. So check it out.
Hell yeah. And with these two guys showing up late. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, dudes? What you guys vaping on?
What's up, dudes? Yo, I got my old Cathyla with a RDA2 and some Drip Theory coils in there, some caramel bottle violence, and I also have that little guy
Ooh.
set up for mouth to lung.
That's the Centauran Boro thingy, right?
Yeah, the B80.
Nice. What you got there? A little Mountain Turtle Skeet on the table too, bro? Yes, sir. That Baja Bleezy, baby. All right. All right. Well, what do you got, man?
And as for me, I got Old Faithful, that Palmerized Katana from RCM with an Axial Pro sitting on top, and I got some Timmy's AN90s in here, this 27s, and as always, vanilla in the Easy Dripper.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sweet and simple tonight.
Few people out there love the B80. We got Paul Cole and Hungry Hippo saying they love the B80, man.
Yeah, I love this thing.
I remember, I think I took a peek at him when I was at the shop last time. It looked pretty cool for what it was. Of course, I didn't end up getting it because I didn't need to buy anything else.
I mean,
Because I already
for the
spent too
price,
much.
you really can't beat it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Really well and works great.
Well, with all that being said, quick reminder as well, guys. Unfortunately, I will say I'm not going to be able to make it to this one, which I'm pretty bummed about. Just the cards didn't line up right. But there is a meetup going on at Steel Valley Vapors next weekend. If you guys are in the area, make your way out there, go hang out, shoot the shit, and show up in my absence. But it should be fun. It's always a blast hanging out with those dudes over there at the shop. Great chance to, not only get to meet some other fellow vapors, but also it has a pretty cool little giveaway raffle situation at those sorts of things. So not a bad reason to show up, you know what I'm saying, as well as cloud comps or whatever else he's got going on this time around. It should be fun, so go over there, go check it out.
Yeah, you can leave empty-handed.
No, never. And with that, shout outs to, of course, our amazing sponsor, Will, for, holding these events for us to, get a chance to get together, a couple times a year and just shoot the shit with the Vape fam and the Shedhead crew, as well as, the Yoi Yoi. Everybody's kind of been able to come together at these things, so it's been pretty awesome. But like I said, one coming up this weekend, but there will be another one around, first weekend of March? Is that when it is?
End of March, first weekend of April.
Yeah, that's right. Labor Day weekend, right?
Yeah.
Or it's
No, it's
Memorial
before,
Day.
It's before Memorial Day. It's like the beginning of spring.
Okay. Either way, there will be
making
another
that
one
one.
coming. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it
Yep,
out to that one
I'm-
for sure.
I'm determined to make that one. I hear rumor Chris is determined to make that one. So we may
I
have
think,
another reunion of
I
the
think
Green Room boys.
Yeah, I think Grimm's gonna try to make it out to that one as well. Should be a good time. But with that, also, I'm pretty stoked because tomorrow we're doing like a little mini SoCal Yo-Yo meetup at Knott's Berry Farm. So I'm gonna go hang out with
Nice.
Nick and whoever else ends up showing up to the old amusement park to go ride some roller coasters, eat some funnel cakes, and do all the things. So looking forward to that. You know, get out of town for a little bit and go hang out with some peoples, do some fun stuff. Speaking of hanging out with people and doing some fun stuff, I feel like we need to do one thing here before we get to the next thing, which would be a game, which I just also realized no poll is going on in chat for that. So either I'm going to put one up here in a second, or I'm just going to pick one, which I feel like I'm probably going to end up doing. But before we get to that, there's one thing that we got to do here when it comes to a Shedhead session. You know, before we get to the game, we get a little crazy. And we do this thing that we like to call what, Sean?
Well, friends, you may have heard of it. We mention it all the time, but it's time to inhale some good shit and exhale some bullshit, because we like to do something called shed time.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's
we're back. Gotta make sure I unmute myself, because otherwise that'd be pointless. But we're back, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed your break there. I did also pick a game, just because when we got, more than a couple people, these ones tend to just be the best for this type of situation. And I want to go with a game we like to call Bump It or Dump It. It's kind of a variation of a take it or leave it, but music oriented. And we're just going to leave it wide open, because that's when things tend to get kind of fun on this thing. So we need you guys out there in chat, start dropping suggestions of songs with artist and title. That way we can, of course, know who sings it and what song you're talking about, because there are songs that share the same title but by different bands. So artist and title, drop those in chat. What we'll do here is we'll pick one out one by one, pass it around the panel, and say whether we would bump it as in turn that thing up to 11, or dump it as in eject that CD and throw it at the old out the old window. But with that being said, drop those suggestions of songs and artists that you'd like for us to choose from. We'll pick them out, throw them around, and we'll see how things go. What up, Stan?
Shout out
What up,
to
Stan?
you.
I actually got one to start us off, if you don't mind.
All right, hit us.
Run DMC, Peter Piper.
Oh, dude. It's one of those ones where it's like, it's so fucking like part of the culture to where it's like you kind of have to pick it, bro, and be like, yeah, dude. That and just like some of that older, hip hop style, dude. I'm about that life. So yeah, I'm a rock with some Run DMC. What about you, Kaz? I want to hear from you. Are you rocking with the Run DMC?
We're definitely gonna bump it.
Figured as much, man. And Sean, I kind of want to hear from you next after this.
Like, is it any question? Your boy spent a long time in the hip hop game. Run DMC did things that we didn't think were possible at their time.
Hey.
Of course I'm bumping Run DMC. Doesn't matter what it is, I'm bumping Run DMC.
Is that a Swaggin sighting? My dude.
Hey.
It is.
All right. Steve-O, where are you at with the Run DMC, bro?
All right, yeah. Not only am I gonna bump it, like I would even break out the D batteries in the boombox, lace up some Adidas, and go outside and bump that shit all day.
No, Adidas must not be laced. Must not be
Yeah.
laced.
Yeah. Oh, shell
Well, you
toes,
gotta-
bro.
You gotta run them through.
Fucking three
You know what I
stripes,
mean.
baby.
All right. What about you two down there?
Well, I can honestly say I do not remember that song, but maybe listening to other songs by Run DMC, I'm gonna have to say bump it.
All day. I bump it all day in the shop already. All day.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. I'm going to pick out the next one. I'm going to try to say it exactly how it's spelt, and you guys are going to try to have to figure out what it is. Joke Two Smoints by Sublime. AKA Smoke Two Joints by Sublime. Shout outs to Swaggins. I just had to say it just because of how he put it in there. Bump it or dump it. Steve-O, where you at on this?
Yeah, I'm definitely bumping it. Chances are I'm playing the whole album all the way through if I'm bumping it too.
Hell yeah, dude. Will, Ryan?
I'm honestly gonna have to say dump it because I'm personally not a real big fan of Sublime.
It's unfortunate, man. Makes me second guess our friendship.
I was
but-
gonna say, damn, man. That was a bold statement.
Will, what about you, man?
Yeah, I'm probably going to dump it too. I've listened to so much Sublime, I'm kind of over it.
Losers. All right, Kaz?
Okay, so I'm not a fan of Sublime in general, but I would bump it if that makes sense.
No, I could get that because there's some bands that I'm not necessarily a fan of, but there's like maybe one song that like I could do this one. You know?
Yeah, no, I understand exactly what you mean, because that's how I feel about Creed.
There's
like one or two songs I'm like I can't stand that song, but you give me like, something from that very first album, like when I first heard them, and I was like, oh wow, this is kind of a cool band. Like, yeah, I'd fuck with those. But yeah, similarly to Will, I've heard so much Sublime in my life. I'm kind of over it. But that being said, no, fuck you. I'm playing Smoke Two Joints every time it comes on.
Dude, it's one of my favorite ones. Dude, honestly, another reason why I picked this song is not necessarily just because, obviously, I'm gonna bump it. But dude, if you guys haven't checked out Sublime now, with
with his son,
with Bradley's son singing, it's kind of eerie, dude.
it is.
Because
Freaks
like
me out.
he doesn't. He sounds so much like him. It's kind of weird, but he doesn't sound exactly like him because he's kind of got his own style, but like the tone of his voice is so close to his dad's that it's fucking weird. You know what I mean? And he
Yep.
kind of has similar inflections and stuff. I don't know if he's necessarily doing that to do justice to like the songs that his dad did when he's like singing them, or if that's just how it is. Either way, I vibe with this version of Sublime way more than I did with Sublime
Dang
with
it.
Rome. You know what I mean? That didn't feel like Sublime to me, but like this with like his son singing, I'm like I can
Yeah,
vibe with this.
Sublime with Rome felt like a Dirty Heads tribute band.
All right. Anywho, who else wants to pick? Sean, you want to pick one now?
Yeah, I see one already that I definitely want to throw out there. So this one came from Paul Cole, and it's Renee by the Lost Boys.
Um,
Shout out to Paul Cole for throwing that classic hip hop gem in the chat. A ghetto love is the law that we live by. Day by day, I wonder why my shorty had to die.
all
I
right.
reminisce
Give
about
me
my
2
ghetto
seconds
princess
here.
every day. Give it up for my shorty.
Waiting for you to listen to it.
Am I the only one who knew this song off top?
No,
No,
I know.
no, you're not the
while
only
we're
one.
Okay.
while we're waiting, I'll say I'm gonna bump it. I'm gonna bump it probably a couple times, and then it's gonna stay stuck in my head for like a week. Yeah, easily.
I'm not.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm definitely bumping it.
hopefully that probably came through on my mic.
No, I didn't
Very-
hear it on my end.
Well,
Very
Zoom
faintly.
and my streaming software is completely different. Either way, dude, I haven't heard any Lost Boys in so long that I couldn't remember if I had heard this song or not. Still don't remember if I've necessarily heard it, but I could just vibe with the era that it's from. You know what I mean? So like I would let it rock just because like I could vibe with it. You know what I'm saying?
Story is fucking deep. Like the storytelling on that track is amazing.
Kaz, what about you?
Kaz was already bumping it.
Okay.
So we're on to
Will and Ryan.
Will and Ryan, yeah.
So I've never heard it, so I can't honestly bump or dump.
You should have did what I did.
I'm like, well, it'd be hard for us to know what's going on with everything else for him and me both to listen to it.
Not if you pull it up on your phone and just mute your microphone like I did. Well, attempted to do, but didn't. 'Cause I forgot to mute my
Yeah.
microphone.
I'm a medical marijuana patient.
All right then. Ryan, what about you?
Never heard it. So honestly, I can't say, but
Oh.
I'd give it a listen.
Do yourselves a favor later on after the show. Put that song on and understand the incredible storytelling and the incredible beat making and everything that went on in the 1990s with the Lost Boys.
Keep
You'll
those
appreciate it.
the song suggestions coming too as well out there in chat. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else? I'm trying to look. If there's anything for people to
I
pick
have
from.
I have a song suggestion.
All right, if you got one just off top, go ahead and shoot it out there.
Yeah, so a lot of you guys know I'm from New York, so I'm very hip hop heavy. So this is a little bit out of my element, but Duke Dumont Ocean Drive.
Oh,
This is
I'm
another one.
not familiar with that, but it sounds like something I might remember.
All right, now let me make sure I do this correct.
and I gotta renew my premium.
All right, let's see what you're talking about.
I can't do it right now.
Wait, what? Okay. I wasn't expecting that when you said it was a little bit out of your wheelhouse.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either.
But you know what?
So the
On-
context on that is I was at the gym working out and my Spotify was just on random and it just popped up. So that's how I came across it.
Honestly though, right? Like I'm listening to this and I'm gonna bump it because I could see like I have a couple playlists that like are great for like road trips and shit. And like this would be perfect for just a nice little long drive. It just pops on and you're like cruising down an empty road. Like this has a vibe that fits that scenario for me.
It definitely feels like background music. Like it just have if I were to play it, it'd just be something I would just have on in the background that I'm not necessarily listening to the words, but like it's got just like like kind of like up tempo beat sort of situation going. But
it's so 80s new
it's
wave.
kind
It's
of not my
weird.
vibe though, dude. Like, cause it's almost EDM-ish, and I'm not very like into like. I don't know, like it's kind of like I'd have to give it a shot a few more times to give you like a definite answer. So I'll say I'll bump it a few more times before I fully dump it. I'll say that. I'll at least give it another bump or two before I fully commit to a dump.
It's a very like 80s, late 80s, early 90s dance music vibe to me. For
Yeah,
sure.
right.
All right, so what about you guys down there? Ryan, Will?
Yeah, I'd bump it. Why the hell not? I mean, it's got a good. It's got a catchy beat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I don't hate it. I'm still listening to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'm dumping the shit out of that.
I don't
saw that.
love it, but I don't hate it. So yeah.
That's
all
not
right.
like I can listen to a very wide array of music, but that's getting dumped. Skip.
What about you, Steve-O?
Yeah, I tried to listen to it, but I gotta renew my premium. So you know, like when you search
Yeah.
a song and it plays something by the artist, but not the song that you searched.
No.
So I got like an overall like vibe of one of the other songs. And I don't know. I think I'm gonna dump it personally.
All right. Let's see here if there's anything out there in chat you see, Steve-O, you want to pick, or do you have anything off
Yeah.
the top of your head?
Oh yeah, I saw one. I saw a classic Goody Mob, Sky High.
Oh, dude.
Wow, that is holy
From
shit.
Paul Cole. Shout out Paul Cole.
Dude, Paul Cole's throwing out some
He's
heaters.
throwing out the bangers, bro. I'm gonna have to, dude. It's Goody Mob, bro. Need I say more,
Mm-hmm.
Sean?
Outcast, Goody Mob. Are you fucking kidding me? Yes. Decatur, let's go.
Cash?
It's a sin to dump anything from Goody Mob.
That's what I'm saying. Ryan, Will?
Once again, I've never heard it, or don't recall hearing it, so I can't give you a definite answer on that. But I'll give it a listen.
All right, Will? Come on,
Never
dude.
cared for Goody Mob. Never cared for Goody Mob.
Yo, Will, we're not friends.
Dude.
What's going on?
Wu-Tang, baby. Wu-Tang for life.
Okay, all right, bro. We're friends.
that I mean that's fair.
I mean, yeah.
No one
it-
said you can't like Wu-Tang and
Yeah, this thing though.
all right.
Yeah. Let me just say, I miss the old CeeLo Green. I really do.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He's a little wacky now. Not that he ain't doing his thing, but
Well, you
Dude, you guys remember
he's
Gnarls
more pop
Barkley,
now than
dude?
hip hop. That's all.
yeah.
All right. So who's it on now? Ryan, do you see anything out there, or do you have anything off top you want to throw out there?
No, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna know the answer to this, or I already know the answer to it, because who doesn't like Rick James? But give it to me, baby.
Oh, dude. Come on now. I'm not even going to justify that with an answer. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, dude. It's Rick James, dude.
James,
Rick
bitch.
James, bitch.
It's a
Fuck your
celebration.
couch.
Dude, those skits by on the Chappelle Show were some of my favorites, dude.
Genius.
Will, what do you say?
Oh, fuck yeah, Rick James all day.
Steve-O?
Yeah, hell yeah. Dude, Rick James was a bad motherfucker. And his music was even better. I love that shit. Bumping it all day.
Kaz?
You know the answer to that question.
I know, I just have to ask, dude. It's part of the game, you know?
We're definitely bumping it like
Yep.
9,000.
All right. Sean?
Of course, dude. Rick fucking James.
All right. Let me scroll around here and see what else we've got. How about Where's My Hairbrush by Larry the Cucumber? No, I'm just kidding. Shoutouts to Swaggins for that one, dude.
Hairbrush.
Where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? All right. Let's see. I saw one earlier too that I guess I didn't. Keep them coming, people. Some of these I don't know.
Yo, I have. Is it okay to do another one?
Yeah, dude, we're all gonna end up picking another one anyway. So if you have one now, we'll start with you.
Renegade, Jay-Z and Eminem.
Ooh, dude, I haven't heard that song in a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time for me too, bro.
Never heard it.
Renegade. I might have to bump it just because I need to listen to it again because I don't quite remember it. But I'm pretty sure if it's J and M, it can't be terrible.
That has one of Eminem's greatest verses ever.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go
Yeah.
back to it. It's been a long time.
let me say, I'm bumping it, and if you don't remember it, it was a real big deal how M just straight killed Jay on his own track.
That's what
Yeah.
I remember from it, but it's been so
Yeah.
long since I've actually listened to the song that I can't remember the verse off top. So like, I definitely need to go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
And I mean,
I went into the studio like I'm coming up on a track with Jay-Z. I have to go bananas.
He does that when he's on a track with anybody, dude.
pretty much anybody.
Yeah.
Any
That's-
feature
that's-
he's done, dude, he's got 9 times out of 10 the best verse on the song. You know what I mean? I'd even say 9.9%. You know what I mean? Very rarely
mean-
he doesn't really miss too much. Will,
he went
Brian?
through he
Sorry.
went through a period where he had some weird songs.
Oh yeah.
But he would still kill it whenever he would hop on someone else's.
Dude, like his verse on Forever. Was it Forever? The one that has like Drake, Kanye, Lil Wayne.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
Dummy.
Another one.
No. Were you guys gonna bump or dump Renegade, Jay-Z,
Oh, but
Eminem?
I'll bump the shit out of it.
Will?
I'll give it a chance.
All right.
I like Jay-Z. I don't really care for Eminem, but I like Jay-Z.
We don't really care for you right now, dude. All right.
The
So anywho, let's get back into this game. I have to pick this one just because I seen it. Paul Cole, dude, you're just fucking putting out bangers tonight. Bone Thugs and Harmony. It's the first of the month.
Wake up.
Wake
Wake
up,
up.
wake
Wake
up.
up. Catch some
oh,
chicks and
bump the
get
shit
up.
out of it.
Bumping it.
Absolutely.
Dude.
Every first month in the shop, as soon as I walk in the door, that's the first song comes on, and it's on repeat for the first 3 hours.
Bro. It's kind of hard
Dude.
not to bump Thugs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Bone Thugs, bro. Kaz?
Bumskis all the way.
Sean?
I've seen Bone Thugs live, bro. Like, they kill that shit when that comes on live. Like, it's fucking bananas. Yeah,
Steve-O?
I'm bumping it.
Yeah. Today I'm gonna bump it. But there was a time where I got so sick of that song that I would skip it because there's so many bangers on that album. But yeah, absolutely bumping it today.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah,
fun
dude.
fun Bone Thugs fact. Did you know that they did a sample of a Sega song on the album East 1990 Eternal?
I wouldn't doubt it.
The song Eternal, they sample the bio music from the game Eternal Champions on Sega Genesis.
That's pretty sick.
Yo, I thought I was the only one who knew that. You just won like 20 brownie points with me, dude.
Sean
I
knows
told
his
you
stuff,
I
dude.
am real hip hop. I'm not joking.
All
Yeah, I
right.
love video game samples and tracks.
Speaking of video games, dude, did you guys know that there's going to be this new video game anthology series coming to Amazon Prime that's going to like cover a bunch of different like Sega games and shit, like through like and all kinds of different stuff. Like I even think it might even like touch on like some Nintendo and stuff. I'm not sure, but the little fucking sneak peek I saw looks fucking sick. The Mega Man version or episode or whatever they're going to do is going to be dope. All right, let's get back into the game. Sean, why don't you pick something or throw something out, whatever you got.
All right, so I'm gonna go with this one. I saw it from Kevin K earlier. That Smell by Leonard Skinnerd.
Ooh, some Skinner, dude.
Yes. All day.
How can you not bump Skinner? That's my question. I'm up. Turn that shit up to 12.
I see that smile.
Here's the thing. I've just come to the conclusion that Will just doesn't know music, so it is what it is. But hey, it's cool. Ryan, you said you bumped it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna skip Will, Steve-O.
I'm gonna bump it.
What about you, Kaz? Oh,
He's getting familiar.
Actually, I would bump it. I was just had to throw you off there.
Yeah,
you're
boy,
just
Will.
saying that because I skipped you, bro. That's why.
No, it's because he knows that you gotta respect the deep cuts from Skinnerd. Like, if I had thrown Freebird out there, he'd have been like, no, dump it.
Well, yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
If I said Tuesday's Gone, he'd have been like, yeah, Tuesday's gone out the window. But That Smell, that's a deep cut.
Yeah. Or Two Steps.
Go for it, Kaz. What do you got?
Oh,
So I have a little bit of a hot take. I would bump it, but it would have to be under certain conditions, and one of them would be not listening it to YouTube because YouTube compresses that mix and it sounds.
Oh
like
no,
shit
dude!
on YouTube.
Honestly, Kaz, the way to listen to that shit is like through like
vinyl.
a vinyl
Vinyl.
record.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Oh,
the
yeah.
way
Yeah,
YouTube's bandwidth compresses some of this music, I know there's a lot of tones that I'm not hearing, and as an audio engineer, and it just doesn't sit right with me in the YouTube space, but I know if I had it like on a record,
Oh
it'd be a
yeah.
different.
Yeah, if you can find yourself a FLAC file, you'd be like, all right.
All right. Who else wants to throw one out? Anybody else got one? You got one, Will?
Yep, it wasn't put out there, but I got one. Del the Funky Homo Sapien, Mr. Bobaleus,
No, it's Mr. Bob Dabalina.
Mr. Bob Dabalina.
Mr.
Sorry.
Bob Damalima. Yeah. Oh,
Hi.
Mr. Dabalina,
Bob-
Mr. Bob Dabalina, Mr. Bobalina, Mr. Da Bobalina.
dude.
Yes, I'm bumping it. It's actually literally in my hip hop vibes playlist because it hits that specific vibe.
man.
It's one of those songs where I always forget who it's by, but like if it were to come on, I'd be like, yeah.
Mr. Bob Dabalina. Mr. Dabalina, Mr. Bob Dabalina.
like, whoa, where's that coming from?
Mr. Dabalina,
I think it's
Kaz, I think.
coming through you, Kaz. It tripped me out for a second. I just started hearing the name. I'm like, wait, what? God? Yeah, I'm gonna have to bump it though for sure. It's one of those ones when it comes on, it's just like, oh shit, this is a banger.
Absolute banger.
Del was in like so many classic jams by groups you didn't know he was a part of. And then he came out like solo and like, yeah, Del the Funky Homo Sapiens on some other shit.
All right. Ryan, you bumping it too?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Steve-O?
Yeah, I'm bumping it, dude. I've been a big Dell fan since high school.
What about you, Kaz? Did you hear it enough?
Yeah, I just needed a quick refresher because the name wasn't clicking because there's a lot of songs that I know, but I don't know the name. So after hearing it, just get me a starter jacket and I'm in there like swimwear.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Preferably like a Dallas Cowboys or maybe a Charlotte Hornet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude.
that's
Yeah,
the
you got to give me a
quintessential.
Charlotte Hornets starter jacket. I actually
I
have
had-
it upstairs.
I had a Charlotte Hornet.
I
starter jacket.
had the starter jacket and the starter shorts to match for Charlotte Hornets. And I wasn't even a
And-
basketball fan when I was a kid. I was just like, that's dope.
And you remember the hoodies with the cursive? I had one of those too. The
Having
Hornet.
flashbacks, bro. This is
I had a
great.
Duke jacket because I liked it, and I'd never actually watched any sports that Duke was involved with. So I couldn't tell you. I just liked the jacket.
I had a Jeff Gordon starter hat.
Bro, yes,
I
you
used to
did.
wear that shit everywhere too as a kid. But anywho, Steve-O, what you got, man? You got anything to throw out or something to pick out from chat?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head to throw out, but like, dang, where are we at?
Duchess, how about you put some music
Yeah.
that people actually listen to? I don't know any of the songs that you've put in there.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say like
I've known a few.
like just like as a reference, I'd probably bump a couple of these songs Duchess is throwing out just to see who the hell they even are.
They are very extreme metal in a lot of cases, except for like I think he threw out Shinedown earlier,
Yeah.
but
It's kind of hard not
Surprised he didn't throw in
not-
Metallica.
not to pick something from Paul Cole.
I know, dude. He's
He
he's killing it right now, dude.
I got one
The
from
D-
him right now.
DMX, the Rough Riders anthem.
God damn it.
You got to, bro. It's DMX, dude.
You stole my shit there, Steve. That's the one I was...
hey yo, dog,
Anything,
pick.
anything
You got
besides
DMX track.
anything besides your metal stuff, dude, would probably work, Duchess. But anyways, Sean, you're probably bumping it, I'm sure. Kaz, I don't even think I need to ask. Ryan, of course, he was about to pick it, so I'm guessing he's bumping it. Will, if you don't, you need to leave.
No, I'm bumping it.
I thought so. And of course, I'm sure Steve-O's going to be letting that shit rip.
Easily.
All right.
Turn that up to 11.
Well, Ryan, since Steve-O stole yours, if you have something else that you see out there or something off top, bro.
I'm just gonna throw. I haven't listened to this one in a while, but "Let You Go," Machine Gun Kelly.
What was that?
"Let You Go," Machine Gun Kelly.
Don't know if I've heard that one.
Dump it.
Kind of figured.
I'm dumping it. I can't stand that dude.
Machine Gun Kelly's a fucking poser.
You see what Uncle Phil does to jazz in The Fresh Prince? That's what I'm gonna do to that record.
Right out the door. Yeah, honestly, I'm not the biggest MGK guy, to be honest, so I'm probably gonna end up dumping it.
Throw it out there.
Hey, like I said, not everybody's into the same shit, but Will just doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to music. I'm still.
I'm
right
here, you dickhead.
He had some rap tracks that I could understand why people liked him, but I can't stand the dude.
I could see how that'd be plausible.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like in the early, when
it was just a catchy song to me.
If you would have asked me like when he first started coming around, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll give him a shot. But like after a while, dude, he just like it just didn't stick with me, you know. Let's see. So Ryan got one. Have you got a second one yet, Will?
Yeah.
You already asked the second one? Oh yeah, you did.
Dell.
No, you haven't asked the second one?
No, I said I picked my second one was Dell.
Oh yeah, that's right. Who hasn't picked the second one? Did we all pick two?
You?
No, I did already.
Okay.
Let's see. Shoot, we
So
still
we're
got
on to
some
a third
time,
one?
dude.
Yeah.
We
let's
can
go for
either
third
do
round.
that or
See, I got one off the top of my head, but I'm saving it for the playlist.
Yeah, I have one too that I'm saving for the playlist.
Oh, I forgot about the playlist.
well, hey, since this will probably end up being the last round, why not say your song, and as you say it, I'll add it to the playlist, and then we'd pass it around and say whether we bump it or dump it, and we can do a Shedhead playlist with the last round of bump it or dump it together.
Okay, so I have
digging
one.
it.
All right, so before we do that, I still have to hit the Shedhead playlist bumper with a bump it or dump it chaser. All right,
Chaser.
there we go. So let me pull up my Spotify here, and as you guys go, I'll type these in. So Kaz, you want to go
works.
first?
Yes.
Yes, we're gonna do Four Righteous Teachers, and the song is called "Rock This Funky Joint."
What?
Four Righteous Teachers. If you're a fan of hip hop, you should know about Four Righteous Teachers, man.
Yeah,
I don't know this song though.
That song is fire.
Oh,
the silence is killing me. I'm bumping it.
yeah. I honestly don't know if I've heard this. So I'm gonna have to look.
I don't know how I don't know this song. Bro. All right, bumping all day. I'm disappointed in myself for not knowing this.
I have surprises.
I only had to let like 2 beats play, and I'm bumping that shit, dude. As soon as the fucking bass and the guitar kick in, dude, I'm like, yeah. I'm in there. For sure. So I'm going to bump it. Sean said he's going to bump it. Steve said he's going to bump it. We'll let these two check it out real quick. Give it a little listen, Ski, if you can.
I'll bump it.
Yeah, I'll bump it. Why not?
It has the thing in the title that I like. It's funky. You know what I mean? Give me some good funk music, dude, and pretty much anything funk I'll vibe with for the most part. I don't even really have to know it, but if it's got like a funky bass line or
Bro,
something, dude.
the scratch work though, like that, like 1990 to scratch the way these dudes are scratching is silly. You know what I mean? Like,
All right. Did you guys Will said you'd bump it. What about you, Ryan? Did you get a chance to take a peek?
No, I didn't, but I'll bump it. Why not?
All right. Okay, so Steve-O, you said you had one ready to go too, right?
I do, and I hope it's not on there already because that happened to me last time. Diggable Planets.
I can tell you right
Nick-
now, not on here, bro.
bump it.
Nickel bags.
Yeah, bump it. It's fucking diggable planets, baby.
Oof.
Yo,
Nickel bag of funk?
Ooh,
Nickel bag of
Bag of
funk.
funk.
Oh,
baby. Dude, I remember the first time I heard Cool like that, and I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Yo.
all right.
Yeah, I was immediately a Diggable Planets fan.
This one I don't know if I know either.
That whole album is just.
Yeah. I literally I
it's-
have the CD in my bedroom right now.
Dude, I
Dude.
wore out that CD and had to get another copy.
That's another one of those ones, dude, that you don't even have to get too far into the song and be like, oh, I already vibing with this, dude. So yeah, I'm gonna bump that too, bro.
That was the cool thing is like Diggable Planets was like, how do we create jazz and hip hop together?
Uh-huh.
And they fucking nail it.
All right. Boom, there we go. So those are both added. Will, Ryan, are you gonna bump that too, or where you at on that?
Yeah.
Hell
All
yeah.
day.
Kaz, I'm guessing you're rocking with it. Hell
I'm
yeah,
definitely
dude.
bumping it. Bump 9,000.
All right, so Ryan, Will, what kind of song you guys have?
The Rock Wilder, Method Man, Redman.
Again, bump bump. I've seen this one perform live too. Phenomenal live, by the way. Yeah, bump.
Dude, if it's Meth and Red, bro, I'm rocking with it. For sure. Kaz, what about you?
Live bump. Has to be live.
Dude, those two live is just crazy, bro.
Bro, like,
I haven't had the pleasure of seeing them live, but seeing like recordings of their live show, I can only imagine what it's like in person.
they played the Boston Freedom Rally a few years back, and this was just after David Ortiz had retired from the Red Sox, and I actually met David Ortiz
Big
in
Poppy,
the crowd.
dude?
Fucking Big Poppy, yeah. Because he was like, it's Meth and Red. I gotta be out here to see this. Like, it's a free opportunity to watch a Meth and Red concert. Yeah. It was fucking ridiculous.
Oh, you were rocking with this one too, Steve-O?
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Dude. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, dude. Just yeah. Well,
yeah.
you rocking with it?
Taking me so far back.
Fucking right. Anything with meth. Yeah.
All right, dude. So why don't you give me a song?
All right. I'm gonna go stick with a little bit of the spirit of Skullfest from this past weekend, and we're going to go with the Slads' Panic Attack.
I'm expecting a handful of dumps right now.
I'm
Or
gonna
like
have
that.
to say dump it because I'm not a personal punk rock fan, you know. I will listen to it, but I'm not a fan of it.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I wish I could type faster, damn it.
I can't look it up right now, but if it's a punk rock song, I'm willing to give it a chance. I'm always down to find something new.
Sleds are more oi than anything.
Are they?
Yeah,
I would
so
still-
it's more
I would
working
still-
class rock and roll.
Yeah, I would still give it a chance.
Oi still gets
I'll-
considered part of the punk scene.
Yeah.
It is. It is. Subgenres.
I was always a fan of like oi and pogo punk anyway. So like
I could vibe with that, dude. I can get down with that. I'll bump it.
Duchess is bumping.
yeah, I'm bumping this. This is like definitely oi, but it's also got that like skate punk vibe.
Yeah, that's totally what I thought of. I was like, it kind of gives me that kind of like almost, yeah. I don't
Yep.
really know like all the subsects of punk because there's so many that it's like I don't want to like mislabel anything because obviously I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's something I think I would hear on like a fucking Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack.
I could see these dudes with US bombs just crushing a show together.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I'm bumping it. Sean's bumping it. Steve-O, where you at?
Yeah.
Yep.
I would give it a shot. I don't know. I never heard it, but I would give it a shot for sure.
All right, what about you, Kaz?
Just because it gives me PlayStation 1 vibes. Bumping it.
Yeah.
I totally get Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Yeah, dude, for sure. For sure. Ryan, what about you, dude?
Nah, I don't think so.
Ooh.
Little
A
dumpski.
little dumpski from Ryan. All right. So who we got left? Sean and myself, I guess, right?
I think so, yeah.
So what do you got, Sean?
All right, so I threw this band on last month, but we're gonna go with a different one. This song is called "Motions" by Driveways, keeping with a little bit of a punk rock vibe here. This one's got a little bit more of that like old school street punk, skate punk vibe.
What is it?
"Motions" by Driveways. This is actually a local band from the Boston area. They've got kind of like an old school AFI vibe meets like a little bit of that old Blink 182 like Cheshire Cat, Dude Ranch. So there's a little bit of a pop punk element too. But I've been hooked on this band since I saw them live. They're fucking phenomenal.
Kind of, yeah, I kind of see what you're saying. I love you too, Swags. Much love, brother. Thanks for popping in, bro. Miss you, man. But it's kind of got like that sort of like early 2000s punk rock, like, well, it's kind of, it's like one of those ones that was like in between like three different genres of like rock, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Where
like you could have found this on like the motocross and like skate games, but you also could have like heard this like elsewhere in your life.
I don't personally know if I would bump it, but I see where you're coming from on it. So I'd probably dump this one. But hey, yeah. All right, Will, what about you?
It gives me too much Blink 182 vibes. And I gotta dump it.
All right, Ryan, what about you?
Nah, I think I'm gonna have to dump it. Not my type of music I listen to.
All right, Kaz?
I would
I wasn't
definitely
even thinking about it.
give this one a fair shot. I mean, I've never heard it, so I was giving it like just a quick skim through, but I would have to like really sit down and listen to it and really, I usually give everything a shot. So we'll bump it.
All right, and Steve-O?
Yeah, it's kind of the same vibe. I would definitely give it a shot. However, if I got those Blink 182 vibes, I'm gonna lean dump.
All right.
Yeah, Motions doesn't have as much of that, but
Yeah.
there's definitely songs from these dudes that's like, if you want to start
Yeah.
diving into their shit, like I'll tell you right now, you're gonna hear some songs that remind you of Blink 182.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that song reminds me of like old AFI, and I love it.
All right. Let me see here. Dude, I'm going to throw one out there that I'm almost positive most people might not vibe with. Let me see, which one do I want to do though?
Vince Stapleton.
Did you say Vince Stapleton?
Yeah, I don't know his full name. I don't know his real name. I just know
Vince
Stapleton.
Oh, you mean Chris
Stapleton. There it is.
Dude, there is one that you know what? Since you said it, Sean, we're gonna go with California Sober, Post Malone, and Chris Stapleton.
Oh shit.
This is off Post Malone's new country album. Okay, called F1 Trillion.
I'm not sure I've actually heard this one, so let's give it a go.
But yeah, it's called California Sober, Post Malone, Chris Stapleton.
I like the name just on the grounds that like I know what California Sober means, and that's hysterical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Post Malone is one of those artists that like if I hadn't have given him a chance, like I would have missed out because he's one of those artists that surprised me. I didn't think I would dig him, but dude's just mad talented. I dig
He
him.
puts
and I would
out
bump
bangers, bro.
it. I would bump it.
Like, cause I kind of slept on Post 2 for a long time, and then like
Yeah.
over like the past like I'd say like 2 or 3 years, I really kind of started listening to his stuff. And what really got me into him, bro, is like I stumbled across a live stream he did where he just
Yeah.
played a bunch of covers of everything outside of the genre of music he was in. So he's playing like Nirvana and like some country tunes and shit like that. I'm like, dude, this guy's actually just like a legit musician and like singer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I was actually really pleasantly surprised by this country album because you guys know, if you've been watching for a while, I'm a country fan. I grew up on country music, and it kind of has that sort of like 90s country vibe to this album, and I dig it. But I also know a lot of people are not into country. So anywho, bump it, dump it. Sean, what do you think? I know you're listening to it right now.
All right, so here's the weird thing for me, right? Is like I don't fully dislike it, but I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna dump it, and I don't have a way to articulate why. I think it's just ultimately that, for one, I just have not liked Post Malone at all in his music career. Like, I see him in interviews, I see him on Kill Tony, and I'm like, dude, I love this guy. He's awesome. But then I listen to his music, I'm like, I'm just not into it. And that's it. Like, there's nothing bad about it. It's just I can't get
I could
into
see that because
this.
I definitely wouldn't think Post is your vibe, Sean.
Like, he seems like a dude I would kick it with.
Oh, honestly, dude, I feel
burn
like
one
anybody
and have
would
a
love
blast.
I feel like anybody would love to kick it with Post, bro. From any like
Yeah.
interaction I've seen with him outside of music, bro, he seems like the coolest fucking dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, Swag says I feel very similar, Sean. See, that's the thing that I kind of like about him, Paul, is that like kind of like little like grit / like yodel thing he kind of has that happens when he holds certain notes and stuff. I just think he's unique and different. But anyway, that's just my opinion. What do you think there, Steve-O? Bump or dump?
Yeah, I was saying I'm gonna bump it.
All right.
I dig Post, and I like a lot of that cover stuff I've been hearing from him.
Kaz?
Country Post is a dump.
Oh, dude. I think it's good, man. I like it. And I'm already gonna guess Will's dumping it. But Ryan, I'm kind of curious to hear what you're gonna say.
Yeah, I'll bump it.
I thought so.
Yeah, I really dig.
I knew I could count on you, Ryan. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? I knew I could count on you, man, and that's why you're here on the show. You know what I mean? And no, I'm just kidding.
So, well, if you had thrown like some Tim McGraw out there,
Dude,
you know,
he's got a song with Tim. You need to listen to that one because that one's actually, it reminds me of like 90s Tim McGraw, Sean.
all right.
It's called, hold on, I'll tell you exactly what it is right now. It's the first song on the album, Who's Wrong? Or Wrong One.
Wrong ones.
Yeah.
I just found it. I'm putting it on now. I'm gonna give it a go because like
Honestly, we're gonna stay here and we're gonna wait to hear. You know what? I'm taking it back. I'm gonna add that. No, I'm just kidding. I'll save that for next one.
I'm gonna give this one a go because like
it's actually good, Sean. I think
I
it's
do
good.
fucks with some Tim McGraw.
It's a different vibe from the California Sober.
Yeah, you're right. It is. It's like Tim McGraw said, no. You're gonna make the song I made.
It's a Tim McGraw song, but it's on post album pretty much. It's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Because wait till it gets to Tim's verse and you notice like you hear it. It's like, oh, Tim must have helped write a lot of this, or like he had pretty good influence on it. Shout out to Tim McGraw too, multi-talented guy, dude. He killed it in that 1886 series, that like prequel to Yellowstone or whatever, dude.
See, like I'd bump this.
Yeah, I thought you would.
I'd bump this one.
Yeah,
for sure.
There's a couple other gems on there too, bro. But I literally went through and listened to the whole album twice, and it's like a 2-disc thing. So there's like 28 songs.
Yeah, holy shit. He's got Blake Shelton.
He's got a Dolly Parton, dude.
Wow,
Brad Paisley's on a song.
Like, he's got literal like huge names.
The
Morgan Wallen's on there.
The who's who in country music, pretty much.
Yeah,
dude.
holy
Lainey
smokes.
Wilson.
That's kind of wild.
Well, what he did, bro, is he literally went and moved to Nashville for like 9 months and just sat in writing rooms with all these amazing songwriters in Nashville and like went about it.
How Hardy?
Yeah, dude, that song's actually pretty sick, dude.
Hardy did a track with Bill Murray, and as you guys have seen, I'm a fan of Bill Murray,
dude,
and this is why I'm opening more to country, because this is like a...
Hardy's wrote a lot of songs for a lot of people too, bro. Because he started off as a songwriter, and then the label just came to him and said like, hey, let's do something, sort of thing. But anyway, we're getting off track. That's going to wrap up tonight's episode, I think there, ladies and gentlemen. We had a good time. We're ending a little early, but you know what? Nothing wrong with starting our weekend off early, you know what I mean? I will say huge shout-outs once again to Steve-O, Kaz, Will, Ryan for joining us. Always a pleasure having you fellas on. Remember, we do these once a month, so 3 weeks from now, or 4 weeks from now, we'll have another one of these. And if you guys want to come pop back on, you're more than welcome. If you guys out there in chat didn't have an opportunity to send an email in, but you want to join us, send an email to thegreenroom.shedtime@gmail.com. You could start sending them now if you want. Just remember, when I send you a link, you better be here. No, I'm just kidding. But we'd love to see some new faces here. Other than that, anything anybody out there wants to say before we wrap up tonight's episode? Steve-O, Kaz, Ryan, Will, anything? No?
Be on the lookout for that FDH Grim Green collab.
Yes, that is true. Honestly, I do recommend, if anybody hasn't had a chance to try Kaz's liquids, FDH has some really solid stuff. Of course, you guys always know if you're looking for a solid custard lineup, as well as, you know, some of that delicious Georgie, Still Valley, you know what I mean? They got it. You know what I mean? They're doing the thing.
Steve-O's out here with some sleepers,
I was just
too. Don't
about
forget
to say,
about Steve-O.
It's what's
JMW Premium. Facebook search JMW Premium or hit me up in Discord if you're
check them out, guys.
And also come hang out with me on Mondays.
Yeah,
7
dudes.
PM. I don't know if you can click my name to get to my channel. Ern's not here, so he can't drop the link. But
hold on, let me just do this.
Yes, you can't, unfortunately. But yo, shout out to Yanni. I haven't seen that name in the chat in a while.
So I'm just gonna go here. Where is it at? Where is it at? Here we go. I'm honestly just gonna drop a link for the last episode
Okay.
of Steve-O's stream for you guys. So if you wanna, check
Yeah.
it out and then give him a follow over there and check him out on Mondays, go ahead and do that.
we-
Boom, there you go.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we have a good time. A little bit of DIY and build stream and hangout every Monday.
Hell yeah, dude.
Thanks,
So go check him out there. Go check out FDH for all his delicious liquids and the such as. Check out Steel Valley Vapors. Check out the Shed Time podcast. You know what I mean? Always a good time hanging out with Sean and Chris over there, getting a little, Shed Time therapy is what we kind of tend to call it, because it's where we just kind of get in there and just talk about whatever's on our minds that particular day.
Some sleepers.
I was just oops. Ignore the echo of audio that just came through there. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it over to you, Sean.
All right, guys. Well, you already know ShedTimePodcast.com. We have links to everything. We have links to the homie at Steel Valley. We got links to the merch store, links to the Patreon, all that. It's all there. ShedTimePodcast.com. It's a one-stop shop for the things that myself here, Mr. James Franklin, and the wonderful Overdrip, who is not with us right now. Everything's there. Links to everything. So go check it out. Other than that, don't let the bastards get you down. Be cool. Don't be a dick. And whatever it is you do, have some fun.
All right, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we can't end the episode without my favorite segment, a little bit of some Confucius say, and tonight some wise words of wisdom, food for thought for you guys to think about today. Confucius say, miner with illuminated helmets feel lightheaded.
True.
This is true, guys. So with that, thank you for joining us for this episode. Make sure you guys tune in next week. Like I said, Chris will be back with us if you guys are missing us. In the meantime, go check out the podcast. Go check out Shed Time Studios here on YouTube if you want to get some, past episodes and see the video aspect. You can do that there. But if you want to get early access, check out the Patreon Shed Time Podcast. So patreon.com/Shed Time Podcast, I believe. Go check that out. Otherwise, links are over at shedtimepodcast.com. Everything you need to know. Other than that, enjoy your weekend. Be fun. Be safe. Sending out all those positive vibes. Crisp by fives. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them. And as always, let's just vape on, Shedheads. Bye-bye.